What's up, insiders? I got the little yellow submarine, right? Check that out. We're going to be going over the Rincoe Ceto SE. Now, you guys know, I like the OG Ceto. I liked it a lot. To me, it was one of the better pod systems of its time. The big question is, how does the SE compare to the OG? Make sure you watch the whole video. Find out exactly what I think. First con's going to be, man, before we even open it up, only one pod in the kit. No good, Rincoe. I gotta point it out. Here's how your Ceto SE comes packaged. Let's go over the mod first. Check out that yellow paint job, man. Nice job there. LED over there. There's your fire button. 5 clicks and it's on. Okay? 5 clicks and it's off. This is not drawer activated. You have to push the button to vape. Nice texture here. They did a good job creating some texture on the mod, okay? You can see some Ceto SE branding there. There's your airflow right there. Just a real nice job. Feels really nice in the hand. Nice and curvy. Just has a real great feel in the hand. I like that. On top there, you can see you got 2 gold-plated pins with 2 magnets as well. Here is the actual pod. Very, very dark pod. I wish they would have lightened it up. I really, really do. There are your gold-plated contacts there, as well as your magnets. There's your airflow as well. It's got one of those duck bill type of mouthpieces. You know, if you put it in your mouth this way, it feels okay. If you put it in upside down, it kind of feels kind of weird. There's your draw hole right there. The drawer on this is what I would call a very loose mouth to lung or a tight DL hit. Here is your fill port right here. Kind of got to have some girly nails, right? You open that thing up right there, and you fill it up right there. Once you're done filling, you just push it back in place. Now notice, there's only one correct way to put this in. It will not go in that way. You have to turn it around and put it in that way, okay? The light will blink once you put it in. That's what it looks like all put together. Kind of a nice looking piece, man. It really is. Really, really digging the yellow color. They did a great job on the color and the paint. The paint on this is absolutely fantastic when you consider what it is. There is your micro USB port right there for charging, okay? Just a solid, solid effort by Rincoe. I just wish that pod was a little lighter. Very, very dark. Even when you hold it up to the light, sometimes it's tough to see your juice level. Before I go on to the regular size comparison, I just wanted to show you the difference between the two. This is the OG Ceto, and this is the SE. Both of them made by Rincoe. Look at the difference, though, in the size comparison. I mean, they're just 2 totally different form factors. They really are. This one's more flat, more edgy. This one is has more contours, taller. Both of them are great pod systems. This one actually was in my top 10 pod systems. That's how much I liked it. It was near the top, but it's a really solid pod system. Now, let me show it to you next to some of the other pod systems that I've reviewed lately. Now, when I first got this, it looked exactly like a Swaron Vagon to me. I thought for sure it looked very, very similar. And it is a similar shape and footprint. It also kind of shaped like the next mine, the CT1, so that's why I wanted to use these two. You can see the CT1, definitely a little fatter, a little bit of a spine in the middle, but, you know, same type of footprint, really. Okay, this one's definitely a lot longer. Now, when you put it to the Vagon, I wish they would have incorporated that clip that the Vagon had. This one has more of a duckbill mouthpiece. This one, not so much. It doesn't have that deep cut that the Ceto SE has, but very, very similar form factor. If you like this one, you'll love this one because the Ceto actually performs better than this one, and the form factors are very, very similar. The specs on this one are, it has a 650 milliamp hour battery, the pod capacity is 2 mLs, the coil resistance is 1.3 ohms, it does charge at a half an amp, it measures in at 20 by 24.4 by 108.5 millimeters. The protections on this one are low battery protection, charging protection, short circuit protection, and overuse protection. As far as the LED over here goes, while you're taking a puff, if your battery life is over 30%, you'll see a white light. If it's lower than 30%, you'll see a red light. While you're charging it, if it's lower than 70%, there'll be a flashing red light. If it's over 70%, there'll be a flashing white light, and when it's fully charged, you will see a steady white light. You get a micro USB cable for charging. All right, insiders, let's get into those cons and pros. We'll start off with cons. First con's gonna be that pod, just a little too dark, man. It should have been just a little lighter so you could see your juice level a little better. It's a con. It's kind of got a tight mouth to lung draw. I wish it would have some sort of adjustable airflow. I would have liked to have loosened it up just a little bit for my taste. All right, let me show you what I'm talking about. See, now you legit mouth to lungers, you're really going to enjoy this. For me, it's just a little too tight, but it's not bad. I can get by with it. That duckbill mouthpiece, some people are going to like it. Some people are going to hate it. It's just one of those things. I don't mind it. I find it very comfortable. Rincoe. Again, one pod in the kit. You can't do that, guys. I'm trying to be calm. I'm trying not to get triggered, but it can't happen. You have to put 2 pods in a kit. This is a push the button to vape pod system. Some people aren't going to like that. Some people really think a pod system should be auto draw. I don't mind it, but I got to point it out. Let's move on to the pros, because we do have some pros on this one. First pro is going to be the looks of it. It's a good looking shape. I'm not crazy about the yellow color, but I saw the other colors and they definitely look better than this one. You know, this one's got that yellow submarine thing going on. It's okay. The form factor is nice. The shape is what gives it its beauty, not so much the color. But I would have preferred a different color. It's a nice form factor. It's an easy carry, and it's very pocketable. Like I said before, I get pretty good battery life on this thing. We'll give it a pro for that. I do like the paint job on it. I don't like the color, but I like the quality of the paint, and I like the texture on the sides that provides some grip. Nice job on the finish. 2 ml capacity, that'll get them a pro. It's easy to fill, that's another pro. I'm going to give it a pro because it's got a legit mouth to lung draw that a lot of people that like pod systems are going to like. And the last pro is going to be, I get nice clouds and flavor from it for what it is. Good flavor. So let's get back to our original question, insiders. Is this better than the OG Ceto? Yeah, man. I gotta say, I like this one better. I think I get more flavor. I think it hits a little harder. And I just think I get a better overall vape out of it. Big shout out to Rincoe for sending this one my way. Make sure you head on over to our new Facebook group. Join up and enter to win a $100 coupon code at Vape Wild. And that's it, insiders. That's all I got for you today. You keep living that vape life. We're out of here. Deuces. Today, we're going to go over the top 10 pod systems. Now, last year was the year of the pod, without a doubt. And I know I tested well over 50 pod systems last